We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
11 more on that one and another first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back to throw here. Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now they try the right side here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Forced out to his left. And a loose football. And this is going to be Packer football.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go now. Boom, no, check. Patriot. Gone. Here we go now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And now here's a carry heading left. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Green, 39.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Garcia. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. As they run the counter play. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll set up to throw. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dip into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll set up a throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go now. Over.
A first throw for the backup, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Going up top. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he spins through. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to float this. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get protected grabbing some cloth.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitch, complete. It's Flowers. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go. Green, 39. Detroit. Over. Leopard. Detroit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go. Leopard. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Moreno. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff as they run left side. And room there to work it inside the 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Packers have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Leopard! Gone! Watch it now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Green! Over!
Now Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
All right, now look at 56. No, check. Patriot!
He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Well, if you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18. Yard line, it looks like. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 2nd down, Ryan. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here we go. 3-19.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll look to throw. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And the lead will grow by one more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their